Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody. It's Tour Tuesday.
We're trying out some new mics. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi, Michael. Good to see you.
Evidently, he can hear us.
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie,
Carrie, can you hear the mics okay?
gotta say yes or no.
It's setting audio. Test. Yeah, that works. Okay. Loud and clear, she said. Okay, good.
Oh, right.
Good. Awesome.
Okay.
What else we got here? Marilyn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hi, Jody.
Jody Williams.
We just keep changing it up. We've got, Darlene.
Darlene.
We got some cool stuff to talk about tonight. We got a lot going on. It was a very busy day. It's been a busy week. A lot of calls this afternoon. I was up on that call with Bree, and the phone was like ring. Sue's only one man person. She just like had like three phones at the same time. Hi, Karen.
I was out. I was goofing around.
Get your toes fixed.
I was getting my toes fixed. My one toe. Jay stepped on it and it broke. Well, we got a lot of exciting things to tell you tonight.
Yeah, we have some really cool announcements. So stick around to the end, and we'll tell you all about these big things that we have going on. I think you'll really be excited about it. So we're going to cover a lot of things. We got some updates. We've got a couple tours we want to chat with you quickly about. And like I said, there's announcements and reminders. So it'll be a quick 29 minutes. But today I saw off the Greece people.
Finally.
We talk about Greece forever. Paige is guiding the group.
Right.
That's super exciting. So I met the group at the airport. Well, one of them. And then the other group left at 1 with Paige.
Do they realize in Greece that it is like 3 a.m. here when they're calling us?
Italy, I don't know. I think sometimes the businesses might forget, or just like they just need to get a hold of us. So they're 8 hours ahead. So Greece is 8 hours ahead.
3 times.
London and Paris.
I got up last evening. 3 times.
Hi, Patsy. Hi, Marcia Olson. Good to see you. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Yeah, it's international company now, so we're getting calls. Sue, you're gonna have to stay overnight and just answer the phone.
Yep.
So that was great. I'm super excited for them. They are currently on the plane over the ocean. They had a half an hour delay out of Chicago, some thunderstorms, but they'll be there shortly on time and then start their trip to Greece.
Oh, that'll be so much fun.
I know, it's beautiful. Okay, and speaking of another Europe trip, we have another one out. So I'll show you some pictures. This is Chris and Bill's tour with their group to Tuscany and Azamara. They're staying at La Condarossa in Tuscan countryside. This is their resort in the hills. They actually spent the first day in Rome doing a brief city tour. Most of the people that were on the trip have been to Rome. Some haven't, but most of them had. So we didn't do an in-depth Rome tour this time. We basically did a run through of like 9 of the top sites you should see. And then Bill and Chris had a really cool connection to a guy that owns a restaurant right next to the Coliseum, actually. And so they had lunch there. And then they went up to Tuscany and got to the resort.
I have got to go to that one. We have to go.
And then they did Siena, and they did the Verrazano Winery, which was amazing because that is the same family that the Verrazano Bridge in New York City is named after.
Oh, really?
And involved with. So of all the wineries, yeah, and really gorgeous up there. So and then tomorrow they are doing an olive oil mill where they make olive oil, and then they'll go to an oceanside town. This is the Verrazano actually winery. They go to a town on the ocean where they have lunch and enjoy, and then they're going to a winery right there in the hills, and then back for a Faro dinner. But then the next day they leave and they go to get on their cruise to do the Azamara cruise that goes to the Italian Riviera, French Riviera, and Spanish Riviera. So yeah, a big trip. So good to see them. Super great. Okay, so we haven't done a product review in a while, so I thought that we would do one tonight.
That's right.
So I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Where is it?
It's right here. I know, right? It's a little.
That is it?
That's it. Okay, so for those of you that are new, sometimes we do product reviews. And so this is one that is very helpful for anybody that goes on tour with us. All of our buses do have Wi-Fi, but yes, that also, but have the outlets. But if you're like taking a lot of pictures or you're out somewhere and you don't have a place to plug your phone in, we have a solution for you that's really little. And it's this OnCar a mini charger. And this isn't just a regular charger. This is, can I borrow your phone? You don't have to plug anything in with it. This is an iPhone. It just goes on the back like that. And it's magnet.
And that's it.
And now it's charging her phone.
Oh, great.
And it charges the phones really fast. So you can get this on Amazon. I just put it in the chat. So you can highlight it and put it in the chat. But this is, I think it's like $69 or something like that. It charges, I think, 3 or 4 phones before it's dead. And then it takes, if you charge this before you go to bed, it'll be ready the next day. It's it's very smooth and sleek. They have white and I think they have like a rose color and of course the black. But it is so helpful. It doesn't take up a lot of room when you pack. It's not very heavy, but it's just a great tool to have while you're out there.
Neat.
And you can hold it and you have cords everywhere.
I love it.
So it's super cool.
Let's just charge my phone.
Yeah, let's do it. So they have a green, a pink, a white, and a black. It's ultra fast, MagSafe compatible charger, and it's for iPhones 15, 14, 13, and 12. If you can charge your phone like with setting it on something wirelessly, this will work for you. It's 4 inches tall. I mean, it's great, and 1/2 inch wide. And there, yep. So, yep. And it's like I said, it's easy to hold. So if you're on the bus, you're scrolling. That is just it's easy to be plugged in somewhere. So that is a really awesome. It's by OnCar. They also have a bank, like a power bank, and that is a lot of charges. So you could get we tried like 10 phones on it before it died. And I have that for like when I'm going to Europe and I don't know if their buses are going to have the outlets on the bus.
Okay.
Then I have that because if you're trying to connect to their cell service or their Wi-Fi all the time, it sucks your battery dry really fast, and so then you can charge a bunch of phones.
How big is that one?
It's like this big.
Does that one go?
It has cords. It's got cords. Yeah. So it's just for like a more significant thing. So,
I guess you're going to need that this weekend, huh?
It's charging already. It's charging already. Yeah. Speaking of, yeah.
Yeah, he's leaving me again.
I'm gonna take a group out to London and Paris on Friday. Joanne said it's only works for iPhones. This particular charger is just an iPhone charger that connects to the back. That's a good point, though. I will see if there's one for Android type phones or Google phones. That's Joanne. Can your current phone do the wireless charging where you can like set it on something? Because if it does, then I'm sure there's a charger out there that'll like magnetize to the phone and charge. So we'll have to look that up. But write that down. So we have a magnetic portable charger for Android and Google, right? And Samsung. Okay.
There's Linda. It's the honey lady.
Mm-hmm. Lori Pearson, good to see you. Lori, I'm going to ask, not that I know of, Joanne. Okay. Yeah, so your phone has to already have like wireless charging capabilities for it to have a charger like that. But I will still see if there's some for those. So if you upgrade your phone, sometime down the road, then it'll have that wireless capability. Dusty Android. So cool. Like I said, links in the bio. Check it out. We'd love to have you get that on tour. It'd be great. Okay, what are we going to talk about tonight? We have some tours we're going to chat about. One of our most iconic trips. Cindy and I both been on this one together.
Yes, I think it was one of our first.
It was
one of our first, and it is the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. And that festival is October 7th to the 12th. And it is 6 days and 8 meals. And what can I say? It's wonderful. I've never been to something like that. I remember you and I just oohing and ahhing because we got to walk in the midst of all the balloons. And it was beautiful.
Has anybody on live been on the Balloon Fiesta? I know Carrie has. Yep, I was going to say Carrie has. Hi, Bert. Good to see you. Denise, good to see you too. Yeah, so I think what I took away from it is while it is early mornings, like it was so amazing to be out there in the crisp desert air with Pueblo music playing. and they have all the shops. So like, and then the food, so you could smell like the food, and the music was amazing.
It was those burritos.
It was those burritos were good.
Burritos with the potatoes and the eggs and everything.
Was that even from the place, or was that from the hotel?
Well, the hotel gave us some of those,
Yeah.
but it was also there.
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Then they had that crispy. Is it Krispy Kreme?
Yep.
They had that one day.
Yep.
All as many Krispy Kreme donuts as you wanted.
Yeah. So this is this is like a world famous event. It's one of the biggest hot air balloon shows in the world, and so you can imagine trying to do that on your own with your car. Like the parking is a complete nightmare. It's so far away. The state place is so big. Getting tickets is confusing because there's different sessions to go to. They go rain or shine. Well, the festival goes rain or shine, but if they don't go up when you have a ticket,
Right.
you just don't. They don't go up. So with the tour, we really thought that through, and you have the charter bus that takes you right to the front, and you have a special group entrance.
Right.
And they had a place to sit, and I think they had coffee and donuts and stuff in there.
Yeah, they had that for us.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
And then how many sessions do we do?
We are going to do 4 sessions.
Mm.
We do 4 sessions every year.
And why do we do that?
So that we can catch all different types of balloons.
Yeah. And if it rains,
Yeah.
we still have another chance to see it again, because it happens
Right.
sometimes.
Right. And the sessions are usually from 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning till
Right.
about 10, 11. I mean, you can stay there all day if you want to and go shopping. They have great places to shop.
Mhm.
And you can eat there too. But we always usually leave about 10ish.
Yep.
And then we go do another activity. Like we go on the tram.
Yep. Sandia Peak Tram is
Yeah.
one of
We
them.
go there. And this year we're going to eat at the top
Oh, cool.
at one of the restaurants. They have 3 restaurants now on the top. And then we go to the old market, old Albuquerque downtown. We do that.
Yep. And then one day we go to Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, yes.
So, a lot of times people just go back to the hotel and chill, but we really make sure the day is full of things to do. And then when you're done with those for the day, then we go back to the balloon field for the night stuff.
Yes. So you can see the night glow, and then the fireworks. Fireworks
yeah.
are beautiful every night.
Let's see, we got some comments here. Alyssa said it was literally awe-inspiring. It's cold, but the flames of the balloons warm you up. The true kaleidoscope of color. It is so true. And all the different shapes. She said she literally danced with the balloons. People are so friendly. They were those guys in the zebra hats, like the maestro, that let you know which ones are going to go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be able to touch the baskets while they lift up was crazy.
And we had a whole group of older ladies that went up.
Yep.
About 6 of them that one year, didn't we?
Yep. How did we get them there so early to the balloon field? Because
I don't know, but they were there at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, because you have to help them.
Yeah.
You have to help them get the balloon ready.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
So they were there bright and early, and they got on, and they just had a ball.
When they came down the basket, it's pretty rocky landings no matter what you
right,
do. And
right.
it was pretty rocky. I think they tipped over and were crawling out, laughing, having a great time. So that was Patty Reitz and her friends. Yeah,
Right.
that was
They
super
had a
fun.
great time.
What's the time frame dates for this one? Okay, so we have two. We have 2 departures. It's same dates, just different departures. So they're both October 7th through the 12th. And whether you're departing from the Kansas departures, which is Independence, Lenexa, Topeka, and Lawrence, or all of the Omaha, the Nebraska ones, including Des Moines, Norfolk, Grand Island on this one because we go west, right?
Right.
Lincoln, Omaha, of course.
Norfolk, Fremont. Yeah.
Fremont. Yeah, we can pick you up wherever. Just let us know where you're at, and we'll figure out how to get you on the tour.
Okay.
Took the 2 last year. It was amazing. So fun. Thanks, Tammy. It's great. And so we talked about, 8 meals. Anything else you would know about the bundle? You just bring the bundle up because it does get breezy and chilly in the morning. In the afternoon it was great, but you're in the dark in the morning. They have all kinds of lights and stuff, but it's just chilly out there. It's desert, so it's a little chilly. But we had hand warmers and stuff, and
we sat out there with our blankets and everything. Yeah. There's like a place where we can sit inside and have coffee and rolls, or you can sit outside on the bleachers or whatever, or you can walk amongst the balloons like most of the people did because they wanted to see them. So that's what we did.
Karen said the last time she was in 1986. Cool. There is one in Turkey that I would love for us to go to.
Turkey.
Turkey.
How many do they have?
I don't know, but the images are insane. Like it looks like an alien planet with the hot air balloons
Oh
floating
my
through.
God.
Yeah, it's cool.
That would be neat.
So Turkey,
Okay,
that's
that might
far.
that might be a surprise. Okay.
Fantastic. Okay. And then, we have quite a few, summer's busy for a lot of people. And we know we have a lot of teachers that are out of school, but they teach summer school or something like that. So we have one-day trips,
Right.
quite a few coming up. So get your pen and pencil out and write these dates down so you can join us on these trips.
We won't be able to tell you what they are because they're the mystery trips.
Yeah. So, okay.
But
So,
we can tell you when.
well, before we get to the mystery ones, let's continue with the hot air balloon theme.
Oh, okay. We
Even though
have
we're jumping around. Sorry, guys. We're jumping around to the later date, but
Right.
this is really cool.
the National Balloon Classic in Indianola, Iowa. And that is just like Albuquerque. It doesn't have as many balloons, but we have a place to sit on the side of the hill and you can watch the balloons go up, and then you can there's a lot of vendors out there so you can see, go to the vendors or
Grab something to eat.
right.
There's a band that plays.
Right.
The-
And they have fireworks also.
Yep. Yeah, we have a whole day sort of planned. So we do lunch together. It's a little bit later departure just because it's a long night.
Right.
Lunch together, and then we do a winery together, and then we'll go to a festival in downtown Indianola. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then to the park. And we get you right to the front door. You don't have to park out in the grass forever away. The bus pulls up right up front. We have chairs, which most people have
Right.
no chairs. They bring their own. And then the music plays and everything. So
So we have that one for you. That's a nice one.
amazing. Yep. That is July 26th. And we have a Kansas departures and the Nebraska departures. Same date.
Yes.
So if you want to go on that trip, it's one day, $199. You can't beat it. Come with us on the National Balloon Classic. Kind of get your feet wet with hot air ballooning and then maybe take on Albuquerque.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. And then these really awesome one days for our mystery tour series.
We have Mystery 1, which is on June 28th. And, well, we can't tell you what it is, but
What day of
Is there
the week is it on?
it's always on a Saturday, hon.
Are they?
Is it? I'm almost positive it's a
Well,
Saturday.
let me take a peek. Let's see, June 28th is a Saturday.
Yes.
Okay. So it's one day, one meal, $195. They're all basically $195, $200. They're for the one
Right.
day.
Right.
So what does the mystery tour all include? It includes your bus transportation, our coaches, a guide, one meal,
Right.
activities, bottled water is included, and like all kinds of other fun things to do. But the whole point of these is you don't know where you're going until you get there.
Right.
All day,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's number one. What date is number three?
Number 3 is June 21st. That's a Saturday also.
That's Saturday before. Yep.
Right. And then the last one, or mystery number 4, is July 19th. So I know we have a lot of people that go on these mystery trips,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys had a ball on that one. that you
Mystery
went.
5. Yep.
Yeah, that was almost the whole family went with that one.
Yeah.
They loved it.
The mystery tours or any of one-day tours are a great way. If you have people that haven't never bus toured, it's a great way to kind of get your feet wet with something. There's no overnight stays. It's not that long. It's not that much of an investment. So, maybe you have some friends out there that are trying to get into it or meet people. This is a great way to do it.
Mhm.
And the guides are so fun. Alyssa has taken quite a few of them. I know Steph has taken quite a few of them. I mean, they're just a really great, fun experience. So we have June 28th, June 21st, and July 19th for the mystery tours. And if you're wondering why they're numbered weird, like 1, 3, and 4, well, number 5 already happened and number 2 is in November. But the number just tells you which one you've been on. So you don't do the same one again.
Right.
So if you've already been on number 2, don't do that one again because you're going to do the same thing next year. So if do something else, do a different one. And as we build more of the mystery tours, there'll be number 6, number 7, number 8, and they'll be all over in the year and not, in any particular order.
Well,
What do you have any other comments in here? Mary said it's really lots of fun seeing all the balloons. Yep. Kyle Tolliver. Hey, Kyle, good to see you. He has another baby, so he has 2 kids now. Chris and Bill's son.
oh, 2 babies.
And a new house in Gretna.
Oh, nice.
Carrie said, Alyssa, thank you. Pam, hey, Pam, we saw John today.
Yep.
He dropped off his form. Pam and John are going on the Rhine River Cruise in 2026. We're going to talk about that actually. So, newsflash. Michael said, I remember when I went to the Classic Balloon in NOLA, and it was a cool trip to see different balloons. Yeah, it was very cool. And a mystery tour with us. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's see here.
Exciting announcement.
Yes. Okay, so if you're stuck around, we got some really cool announcements that we want to share with you. So, I'll do the first one. You do the second one.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is we have Antarctica for 2027. I know that seems a long ways away, but this is a once in a lifetime bucket list tour. Nobody else is doing this in the Midwest. I haven't really seen this after really anywhere with a tour company. This is a big deal. And we did a lot of research to figure out which cruise line would suit Excite's brand the best. We wanted a tour that was not only, luxurious, nice, but was also educational, and you can get on Antarctica. And I say that because if you go on like Princess cruises with those big ships, you never get off the boat. You're not allowed to. If you're over 600 passengers, you can't get off the ship. If you're $599 to $200, you can get off 1 day per person, like once a day. And if you're on the ship that we're going on with Cork, it is 199 passengers. So we get to go off. Everybody gets to go twice a day. So you're basically out there on Antarctica 2 times a day amongst the hundreds of thousands of penguins, the sea lions, the birds, the wildlife, all of it.
Why is that?
Because they don't want to mess up the environment with, like, when you have a cruise ship let off 6,000 people.
Oh.
It's very controlled. They have scientists that are with you. You get a parka with your excursion that you get to keep. They provide you with the non-wet the wet gear so you don't get wet. Not that you're swimming. You can do a cold plunge, jump in the ice water. But yeah, you go out there in like those dinghies, those black boats, and get to shore. And but it includes everything. And the package includes your transfer from I knew I was going to forget that, like Argentina down to where the cruise leaves from, and the hotel night stay before. And we have a Facebook group, so this is a little different. So you can search for it, go to our page and like groups, and find Antarctica, and it's there. And you can join the group, and it's just about Antarctica. And since it's so far away, it's a good way to keep up with what's going on with it.
That's nice.
We actually just published the prices in there too. There's 3 tiers of pricing. When you book with Excite, it's $3,000 off. So you'll see the retail price that you would buy it online, and then you'll see it with your group. And that is just one more reason to go with the group, other than it's going to be totally coordinated with you. So many cool things out there. Check it out. The sign-up sheets are not ready yet. They are coming to me, and then I'll be able to publish it online. So this is just for you to get an idea of what we're talking about. And then when I get back from Europe, we will have a Zoom call, Facebook Live event with Tyler from Cork Expeditions, who will go through the entire trip.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I have an expert. So super, super excited about that trip. There's so much to talk about, so many cool things. And I just absolutely love the staff with Cork and everything they do out there. So it'd be cool. More to come.
You know what?
What?
We had a lady here in the office. Her name is Judy Roby. And she gave us a very good idea one day. We always have these single people either wanting to travel with somebody, or should I go by myself? I don't really want to go by myself because I'll be alone. I won't meet anybody and da. So Judy had a great idea. She thought that we should have a single sign up. So guess what Jay did? He put one together. He put a single travelers group together. And within 2 or 3 hours, we had 50 people sign up on it. So they are anxious for us to do things with these single people. I don't know what we're going to do with these names yet. We can have maybe a single trip for all the singles. We don't know.
Yeah.
Or you can use all that information to find a partner. If you want a partner to go with you someplace.
Yep.
I don't know, maybe put it online that you're going to Albuquerque.
Right.
And does anybody want to go to Albuquerque with me?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, and they'll
something
save you
like
money.
That.
Totally save you money.
Right. It is a great it is a great idea, and
Yeah.
it's on Facebook, right?
Yep, Facebook group. You can look
Okay.
for Excite Solo Travelers. Oh no, Excite Single Travelers.
Single travelers.
Yep, group. And then, like Cindy said, you can just join, and then you can comment in there and
Right.
post. And so, I mean, that's what I would do if I wanted a roommate. I would go to it and say, hey, I would like to go to Ireland. Does anybody want to go with me?
Right.
And then you guys can just like message each other or exchange phone numbers and talk before you decide to call and sign up. So that's I'm so excited people have an outlet.
It's a good way to meet people, not be leery about meeting these people.
Yep.
Because we're sort of all of a family.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a great idea.
Yeah.
I can't wait for us to make more, do more with it. But
yep. So, and if you're not a single traveler, you got a partner to go with. That's amazing. We love that. Share it for us, because then other friends, all of your friends, maybe they have a friend out there that, I don't want to go on a tour by myself. I'm not going to know anybody, but this would be a great way to meet people first and then go on a trip.
Right.
Even if they wanted to go as a single, they still can, but at least they'll have known somebody that's going to go, or ask about Excite and learn about it.
Or sometimes these ladies just go, is there a bunch of ladies that want to go to Galena and go shopping?
Yeah, right.
And then they meet, and then they're friends, and
off they go.
And then they go off on never mind that it's a cricket. That's the sound.
My mother literally bugging cricket at us every week.
She always calls us when we're on the air. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it.
Oh, that's
anyway,
so fun. I love it.
That is one
so
of the best things that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Judy has thought of. That is a great idea. Okay.
All right. The last thing here is so we did talk about the Rhine River Cruise. That is in 2026. I was talking about Pam and John going on that. We have lots of people that are going to go on this, but what we wanted to tell you is there is a YouTube video out there. Actually, I should pull it up while I'm telling you. There's a YouTube video out there that you can listen to the whole talk about the cruise with Nancy from Mayflower, who is our representative, and I'm on there too. You can't see me, but okay, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that we don't blast everybody with the sound, but I'm gonna get the link. Okay, there it is. Okay, and then so here's the link. So you can learn all about the river cruise. But the deal is if you sign up before the end of May, so here in the next 10, 11 days, you'll get the price that's shown, which is $200 off of what it will go up to, and your airfare is included. So it's a good time to sign up for it and learn about the ship. It's our first time doing a river cruise, but Mayflower again is like Cork. It's exceptionally done, top of the line ships. Everything's included once you get on the ship. So once you basically pay, that's it. There's nothing else to pay for except maybe some gratuity. That's it. Everything else is done. So awesome. And Cindy's going to be on it. So go with Cindy, go with Dan, go with Linda, go with Pam, go with John, go with Patty Jusick. There's all kinds of people signing up. We have another great client,
and
Missy and her friends are going. So
Ann
and Al are going. It'll just be an amazing time.
The whole family's going again. I love it. We got to go. I wish you would go too.
Someday. It's a year and a half away.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Do you have any questions out there? We got 2 minutes left. Otherwise, I'm sure we can find something to fill it up with. We should call my mom on air and ask her what she wants.
Yeah.
We say Joanne said I saw a Hallmark movie about the European river cruises. It looked so much fun. So this is the Rhine River Cruise, and so since it's our first one, we're doing sort of like the mother river cruise. The one that everybody does as their first time, right? Because then everybody can start to see what they want to do. Because there's ones in Spain, there's ones in Japan, there's one in Africa, there's one all over. So we're going to start with this, and then go from there.
Okay.
Let's see. Yes, single people traveling. Love that. Vicky, awesome. Judy, thanks for the comment. Single and solo travelers alike. Yep. Do you ever take trips to the Northern Lights? Jan, yes. So we have one. Actually, it is in March of next year to Iceland for the Northern Lights. You'll have like 7 nights to hunt for them with your guide. So you will 99.9% going to see Northern Lights on that trip to Iceland. And Pat is taking that trip. That was her idea. She put it together. So if you are going to go with somebody, Pat will be out there. We also have a guide that's local to Iceland, but that's going to be our Excite rep. So check that out.
I was going to say she didn't put it together.
No, but she brought that idea to us and said we should get another line trip together and all that. So
yes.
And so we have that online, so you can go online and look that up. And that trip's also filling up pretty quickly. All those big trips are next year.
I know. I love it though.
Yeah, it's great opportunities. It's
Yes.
we partnered with Colette on that because it is it's a pretty unique place, pretty intense. So we wanted a partner that's done it a lot. So it's going to be seamless. All right, what did it
Okay,
see?
guys.
Katie said we have done the Rhine cruise, loved it. Is it Ryan or it's Rhine?
Rhine,
Rhine.
RHINE.
Yep. All right, everybody. Well, it's
We
8
have
o'clock.
to go.
Great to see you all. Thank you so much for participating. We can't wait to travel with you. Have a great week.
Bye, guys.
Ciao.